This poster from Michael Jordan on Luka Doncic is for 1000% sure the dunk of the playoffs. That ref that gave Andrew Wiggins the charge in that poster dunk needs to be suspended or fined, because we clearly saw that Luka Doncic flopped in mid-air, and thank God that Steve Kerr decided to challenge that call, and it was successful, because that dunk there is one of the best dunks that I have seen in my life. But the way that Andrew Wiggins has been playing throughout the playoffs has been amazing, and we're going to take a look at his numbers later in the video. But the main focus of this video is about how good the Golden State Warriors have been, as they are just clicking at the right moment, playing championship basketball, and they are just looking like a completely different team right now in the playoffs than they did in the regular season. So let's get right into it and find out as to why they have been so good in the playoffs. So the first thing I want to show you is a stat that I found that is really interesting, because this stat right here shows clearly that the Warriors are a completely different team in the playoffs than they were in the regular season. The Nuggets won the regular season series 3-1 against the Warriors, but then the Warriors in the playoffs gave the Denver Nuggets a gentleman's sweep. Then when we look at the Grizzlies versus the Warriors regular season record, you can see that the Grizzlies won the season series 3-1, but then in the playoffs, the Warriors beat the Grizzlies in 6. Then it's the same thing with the Mavs and Warriors regular season series. The Mavs won the regular season series 3-1, while in the playoffs, the Warriors gave the Mavs a gentleman's sweep. The time that I noticed that the Warriors are a completely different team was in game 2 of the conference finals against the Mavericks, where they were losing by 19 points at one point in the first half, and here you can see they had a 92% chance to win the game. But the Warriors are really dangerous in the third quarter, as you can see that 19-point lead turned into a 2-point lead by the end of the third quarter. Then after that, it was kinda over for the Mavs, since the Warriors are literally the clutchest team left in the playoffs. Here are some clutch stats to help you understand how good the Warriors are. Out of the remaining teams, the Warriors rank first in points scored in the last 5 minutes of the game, first in field goal percentage, and first in plus minus. By the eye test, it's also really clear that the Warriors' championship experience has come out really handy in those types of situations. Throughout the whole playoffs, they have looked like the best team in the NBA, even though they are sloppy with the ball most of the time. They lost the game by 39 points against the Grizzlies, and they trailed by 55 points in that game. Plus, they had some horrendous shooting nights, which makes the next few stats that I'm gonna show you ridiculous. The Warriors lead the playoffs in points per game, have the best field goal percentage out of everyone still left in the playoffs, and of course, they average the most assists per game. That's nothing new from the Warriors. I have a question for you. What is the Warriors' biggest weakness? Not having a big man, right? Well, it just seems like they don't need a big man, as they are averaging the most rebounds out of everyone that's left in the playoffs, and they are also averaging the most points in the paint out of everyone left in the playoffs. That is crazy, right? Even though the Warriors' big man has been Kevon Looney, who has stepped up big in the playoffs, he deserves some credit. And it's all thanks to him that the Warriors made it past the Grizzlies. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Warriors do with James Wiseman, since he's supposed to replace Looney, but Looney value right now is at an all-time high. But let's not forget about Michael Jordan, because he's been balling as of late. In the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, he was doing alright. 14 points, 7 rebounds on 49-40 shooting splits. But against the Mavs, he was putting up more points while having almost the same shooting splits. You can clearly see he was just much more aggressive, putting up more shots, going to the paint more, and that's why he was averaging more free throws versus the Mavs. Oh, let me not forget that he did all of that while being the primary defender on Luka Doncic. You know, Wiggins' versatility on both ends has been huge for the Warriors during the playoffs. Everyone on the Golden State Warriors deserves some credit. Steve Kerr, Steph, Draymond Green, Klay, Poole, because even the ownership, you know what I mean? All of them have brought this team back to life. You know, they look like they might win a championship now. And in the next few years, it looks like they're going to win a few more championships, because their player development has been amazing. It's incredible to see. But let me know down in the comment section if you think they're going to win the championship this year, or how many do you think they're going to win. And as always, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.